people, get ready. There's a train a-coming. You just need one ticket, one little ticket to climb aboard. It's called the Great Bitcoin Flippening. I'm going to talk today about some of the latest things that have been updates here. And I got to kind of like frame some of these issues and just talk off the cuff. So let's stay tuned. There's going to be some valid updates here that a lot of people have been asking about. So first of all, this movie is just, it's creating a massive amount of buzz. Now, I get massive hate on this, okay? I don't know why I guess I'm the one that's bringing this Great Bitcoin Flippening. I think the BTC people don't like it. But the funny thing is that the people holding BSV, the original Bitcoin protocol, for whatever reason, they attacked me for bringing it up. I'm cool with that. I can take the bullets. It's all good. But because here's the reason. What people, I think there's a lot of really smart, like autistic people that really see this vision about like the protocol and the design of everything. What they don't have the ability to comprehend in their brain is the marketing side. It's very, very different. And when you're usually a very smart, like mathematical genius and a absolute whiz on these things, the marketing side can be, I don't know, maybe just not comprehend. But I actually got a degree in marketing for one thing. I went to business school for marketing. I actually happen to know a few things about it, be honest or not. And when I was in college at the Russian Delta Chi fraternity, well, it was mostly all about chicks and beer. And I only got a C average grade in the whole time. At the same time, I was working full time doing sales nonstop. As one of the top people in the whole company. And I knew I was always going to be in sales and marketing. That was just what I do. So, I happen to know a couple things about it. So when it comes down to the movie, it's not about you guys in this community now. It's not about you, okay? It's about the person who knows nothing. Got to realize the movie and the stuff that I'm going to be bringing out kind of around that also, it's about marketing to those people. Don't watch the movie if you already know, but you will watch it. I know you will, but still, it's not being marketed to you in any way. There's 300 million people in America. People watch these documentaries, these movies all day long, nonstop. It's not, with enough marketing budget behind it, it's not a far-fetched to think that millions and millions and millions and millions of people could watch it. I'm just saying, all right? So, and these are all people that have nothing to do. So your arrows and your quivers that are directed at me, because you already know about it, it is what it is. But these are not directed to you. All right. It's directed to the new people, the boomers, the degens, the people who don't know anything about Bitcoin or Satoshi or the whole story. And I want to just kind of mention a couple things about the story. So I'm on the phone with my old man, and he's watching my shows, my videos, and he doesn't understand what's going on, and he's like, I watch it. I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm like, listen. I said, there's a movie. It's a big movie that's going to be coming out. It's about the creator of Bitcoin. Okay, that's kind of what I'm telling him. I said, this guy created Bitcoin, and it's really kind of like that story, but it's actually a marketable story, a fun story, an entertaining story. And it's going to be fascinating. People are going to love it. Okay, and people love hearing about the mysterious creator, the anonymous creator that we know for sure is not Craig Wright according to the court. So, but the movie, it kills off that identity. And so to talking to like the old man and how, I call him Buckshot, is like what's going on is that this fascination behind, see, what's really special, we've got this once in a lifetime invention. The very first time, it's this once in a generational, not a lifetime, it's a once in a human history invention. It's never been, it's a paradigm shift in technology and in money, because we have the first money, which is actually a common money, digital, peer-to-peer. So it's taking the cash that you and I transact in person, and it put it now digitally on the internet for the first time. So it is an absolute it's an absolute paradigm shift. And because of that, what makes it special is it's never going to be treated as a security. And to rebut people like, let's say, Brian Doherty and And Dr. Wright was having an absolute bloodbath with Brian Doherty on X this week. An absolute bloodbath. Hilarious banter. If you like to read banter back and forth, it's just absolutely hilarious. Follow CS Tamanaga on X. You're going to see an absolute genius at work. But the banter about it is Brian Doherty saying it's going to be a security. It's going to be classified as a security. Crypto may, it probably will not because of what's going on right now with the Senate, and it probably will never be classified. Nothing will probably be a security, but maybe, if anything, crypto, maybe. But when we're talking about Satoshi's vision, Satoshi's Bitcoin, that's never going to be classified as a security because there's no central point of origin. There's no issuer. That's been determined by the court in the UK, not in the US. So, okay, I guess I could take the point. Maybe in the US, it hasn't been determined yet that there's been no issuer. All right, but in the UK, it has. Satoshi is dead. Well, at least it's not the only guy who could have possibly been Satoshi. It's not him. I mean, so he's never going to come forward. And also, the statute of limitations is way past. So ultimately, there's no issuer. There's never going to be a security, just to rebut that. I've talked in the past, and I'm not leaving anybody hanging on this. There's that exchange BTC that I dealt with in China when I was there, and that took that money out of Goddess's account. That's not over with, just FYI. So I'm not done with them. Actually, they made an offer which is unacceptable, so I have to rebut that back, and we have to go back to them. And so, but the good thing is they're coming in good faith and trying to resolve the matter. But there isn't anything to offer. There's no offer, in my opinion. I live by the principle of never split the difference. There isn't any offer. All right. So it either is or it isn't in this position. That's how I consider it. You're either pregnant or you're not, meaning that you're going to either send the money back or you're not. Not, we'll give you some of the money back. That's not acceptable. No. Talked about that leasing act, kicking ass on that. Well, I'll be doing more stuff with that. I've talked about that a little bit lately. The blog I wrote, none other than Craig Wright, he did co-author that blog post. So check it out. Nobody reads my Substack, but still, doesn't matter. It's okay. It's there. It's a record. You know who actually reads it is like the AIs. They read it. So good. At least they read it. And it's funny because when I'm doing these other types of research and stuff, my Substack's what comes up, not my YouTube videos. So kind of like, I guess it encodes the internet, for searchable things. At least it does that, right? So that's a good thing. But yeah, he co-authored that. And that movie is going to be coming out. So, there is a really exciting character to the movie and the story behind this whole thing that is just not known by the newer person. And it's actually not about Satoshi. Satoshi's that mysterious creature that everyone calls people in. They want to know. It's very curious. But when it comes to real excitement and honestly, it's going to be a lot of guys watching this movie, bottom line. Okay, I'm sure women will too, but it's mostly going to be men, young men. And that audience is fascinated and loves and adores. They may not know it, but they love the lifestyle of the legendary titan of blockchain. Because, he has absolutely lived the freaking dream. His story is never been told. I don't know if it's going to be told in this movie all the way through or not, but if you just do a little bit of research, this is all on Google, you could see that he was charged. He was charged. I'm talking about Calvin Ayre. He was charged for this incredible amount of stuff by the U.S. And he was able to do high-level strategy, extremely complex maneuvering strategy, legally, to then become completely immune to the charges, basically, legally, and then renegotiate. He ended up paying up a huge amount of money back to the U.S., but he was facing 20, 30 years or life or something, some insane amount of risk that he got out. That he literally became immune from for the charges with Bodog. And that was just about gambling, It's the thing about online gambling. Now it's like everybody's doing that. But he was paving the way. So his lifestyle, while he's made an incredible success, his life, he hit the Forbes list in 2006. He was on the cover. Forbes, dude. So, his, he's done it. He's lived it. And now his legacy is actually going to be saving Bitcoin. And for those who don't think that, they're just not too familiar with the entire story. But I will say that you could read what Dr. Wright had posted here recently and who he gives absolute credit to. He gives credit to Calvin. Because Calvin stayed by his side and believed in him and never quit. Not just believed in him, but believed in Bitcoin, That was it. Everybody else is quitting, giving up. Not the side of the blockchain. He never freaking quit, dude. He never quit. And that goes to show you somebody's character, real character. Guts, because it just doesn't happen anymore. You don't meet people. You don't see people that have tenacity. I'm not saying don't, but it's so rare because we're living in that dopamine world now. Instant text message. Get off your instant text messages, people. It's bad, dude. There are exceptions, but I just get off of it, dude. Ends up being problematic. That's not what we're designed for. All these text messaging, dopamine, instant, like boom, 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 dude, we shouldn't be. We're not supposed to live in that world. It's just not how we're designed. So let things rest. Get to them. Focus on now. Being present. Then getting things done at that time. But getting constantly pulled in every direction. Anyways, my point is that the Titan of blockchain, he freaking stayed with it, never quit, never stopped. In that dopamine world of pulling every which direction, he freaking never gave up. And we see Craig giving him credit for that. So this stuff's going to go down in history right now. I'm going to be a part of writing history for this. So it's a big deal, man. It's a really big deal. And to all the haters who just absolutely hate, and it's usually just people in this community. I'm not going to name names, but I see the hate and it goes at me. For bringing this up. Hey, I love you for hating me anyways, because the great Bitcoin flippening is coming. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And there is a train a-coming. All right. So people get ready. You don't need much. You just need a ticket. That ticket's about $15. And don't go crazy. Just get one ticket. One ticket. That's it. Just one. And climb on board the train. It's called the Great Bitcoin Flippening. I'll see you at the top at the ones later.